What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be going over ACH, Alchemy Pay, per Patreon request. So if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more. Let's get into it. So we got Alchemy here, ACH. You know, I've never looked at this. It's a $87 million asset, pretty small, pretty tiny. You know, you got this obvious impulse, like a 1 week impulse. And since then, you've been correcting, right? So you kind of have this A, B, and you're working your way down for a C for a double bottom. So for this, I am going to throw on a little channel in here. Something through like here. I want it right there. No, I want it like right there. Right, there's one channel. And then something like that right there. Start it right around the same spot. Something like that. Right. So you got this channel. You've broken down below the channel almost a double bottom. So I would expect you to get, I mean, at this point, you've come all the way back down. Just take out your low. Or double bottom. Alright. At least I can see that for sure. Since we're not looking at not a possible extension, you know, there's no structure to this. There's nothing. There's no setup. You've taken out lows. We're looking at a possible retracement. All right, we're looking at a retracement. So that's what we're gonna. You know, that's what we're gonna put up on here. Retracement. So you got this through here. This 382. Obviously, the 618, and then 786. I'm actually just gonna leave this 4-5 up there, just because, you know, that's where, you know, you kind of your channel is. You haven't closed above it. I do. What about this in here though? It's not always just the fibs, right? I mean, you did reject there. You couldn't get above it. Okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. And then, you know, down through here, this is. So we're gonna just use this last little impulse. It just looks like a nice little head. Sorry, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and then boom. So rolling over, closing down below. Wouldn't be surprised if you came down through here and just bounced around for a little bit and then went. Okay, let's see, you know, some possibilities from this low to this high. 1272, that's pretty high. 382. Because I mean, you could have multiple levels for everything, but you got to find the right ones. You already got this on the weekly. You're trying to close above. What about through here? What about this 618 right there? Come somewhere in the middle. Somewhere right in the middle. We can leave that right there. And then this last little movement to the downside. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. We got a 1, 2, A, B, C, 3 down. You got a fourth wave move up. You got a fifth wave move down. So you got your A. You got a 3-wave move up. That's your B. Okay, for you got a 1, 2. I don't see a, you know, 3 A, B, C for a third. Maybe you come up for a fourth, come back down for a fifth. Let's kind of invert this and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. This one's kind of tricky, right? Kind of a little bit tricky, just a little bit. A little bit tricky. Yeah, somewhere right in here. Negative 2 cents. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Maybe get a lower low. It's the one spot that you could get a lower low at. Yep. So you're at your 1272. It's not, I mean, technically it's done. It's past the 1. So technically it's done. It's past the 1. It is on the weekly. So you got the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If you're A, B, C, come up, down for a 4th, come up for a 5th. Yeah, I think you're really close to being done. Really close. I think you still got a little bit more. A little bit more. Then you can come down. Just a tad bit. There's nothing to reference, you know, for the previous move, like what happened, at least from the Coinbase chart. Okay, so that's what we got for price action with 87 million. I kind of want to throw something in between here, but because it was at 3 cents, we're down at 0.08. Kind of like an area of relevance, you know. Doesn't always have to be a fib level. You know what I mean? Doesn't always have to be a fib level. Just breaking it down for some areas. There we go. Since I'm not really expecting an extension, I'm more expecting a retracement. You know, these are some areas that I'm looking for. I mean, that's still it's 10 cents. You're at less. That's over 10x. All right, that's 10x. That's 16x. I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you're expecting even crazier prices than that. You know, you had no setup unless there's other price action. Let me know in the comments if there's, you know, better charts for the just overall asset covering from, you know, start to finish. But, you know, so we got, you know, Fu Manchu's super oversold. Never been this oversold. What's new, right? I mean, it's not, nothing is new. You're at 0 pretty much for your stochastic. Your stochastic's at 5. So nothing is new, right? Nothing is new under the sun. If you know, you know. I'm going to take this down. You're super far away from the sell side wall in the RSI. You're extremely weak because you're, you know, your moving average is almost at a straight vertical down angle, you know, and you're kind of just limping down here, already beat up. So the worst thing you can do is try to get up and then just get rejected. That's the worst thing. You kind of just want to go sideways at this point. Don't even try to get up there. Get up there when you got a chance. Get up there when you got a chance. Do something like this. Disregard the moving average. Disregard the moving average. Just the RSI. Something like this. You know, let's take a bars pattern real quick. You deserve it. You deserve it. Let's take a little bars pattern. Got to get the upside too. You know what I mean? You can't just be all negative. Got to get the upside too. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't be going crazy on me. Don't be going crazy on me. Right, something like that. Something like that. Okay. And if you look at that wick, it's kind of, I mean, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be, you know, exactly. It's just the idea. It's just the idea. The idea is you're making lower lows. That's the idea. That's what you should draw from this. You're making lower lows. You go sideways for about 4 weeks. Okay? And then you make a higher low. Something like that. Make a little higher high. That's what pardon me, that's what this is for. That's what this is for right here. Come up here. Alright, you come up and you find support. So you come up, find support. Alright, get a higher low. Alright, get up through here. Sorry. Get a, you know, break this trend of a lower high, so get a higher high and get a higher low. and then go. It's not just one move, right? This is the setup we got to look for. We got to look for stuff like this. Got to look for stuff like this. You have an impulse, you have a impulse, 3-wave pullback, go. Just like that. Okay? It's right there. Doesn't have to be 3 waves, but I bet you on the daily that turned into, you know, it looked something like that. Because you got the wick to the upside, you got the wick to the downside. So you probably started down, you came up, you came back down, closed down low, and then you went. Okay, that's the idea. And then in terms of the daily, nothing much is probably going to change. Yeah, like let's look at this daily. Right. So you came up, you impulsed, kind of came down, kind of came up, kind of came back down, went. That's what you're looking for. Right now you don't got that. Right now it's just kind of down. But that's what you want at first, right? You want to drizzle, then you want to go. Okay? So a little bit, I mean, you're kind of caught up. You're kind of towards the bottom end. So the way the channel works is, you know, you're in between two areas. So you got, you know, 17582, you got 7272. All right. So the way the channel works, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. All right. But there's two areas. You don't just go to whatever the price target is, 10 cents or whatever, 15 cents. You fight and you battle in channels. So it's either you're at the 7.2 or you're up at 1.5. Okay, ignore this. Ignore this. Not until you make a decision. Right now you're kind of just chilling. How far away from you from the upside? You are almost 100%, and you are to the downside 18%. So that's about a 5-to-1 risk ratio. Right? What that means is the risk of the upside to the downside is 5-to-1, which is, you know, you look for something at least over 2-to-1. 3-to-1 is, you know, 2-to-1's bare minimum. I'd say like 3-to-1's pretty much it's kind of bare minimum, but it's your risk appetite. It's your risk appetite. So this is 5-to-1. So, you know, pretty good ratio. You know, if you come down through here, you know, instead of holding it for a 43% loss, you can, you know, stop losses through here, stuff like that. Maybe take profits through there. Something. It's just, you know, it's just a way to protect your capital, stuff like that. This is good, you know, bullish divergence, green dot, trying to cross above the moving average, but, you know, based on the weekly, you kind of, I don't know if you want to attempt that right now. If you're not ready to go, just kind of hang out and wait, right? Don't force it. Don't force it. You're going to be very sorry if you force it. I guarantee you're going to be very sorry. Not the people, just the asset. Well, the people might be sorry who's invested in it, but yeah, you're right there. I mean, decision. So let's see. I do want to throw something here on the daily, kind of just like a little descending wedge. I like the wedges just for time frame purposes. And honestly, I'm gonna like use something like through here. I can use something through here like this. Right, something where you've just kind of rejected over and over again. There we go. Something like that. It's like a wall, sell side wall. Don't want this on the weekly. There we go. We can put this on the hourly. That's fine. We can go take a look at the hourly. And come down through here. Something like right there. Perfect. Cool. Cool. Let's go check it out on the 4-hour and see what it looks like. It's probably just oscillating down, and there you go. Kind of just oscillating down. It kind of, if you do invert this, it kind of, I mean, that looks nice. Like how you came up and you're just flagging and just going up and going up, but now it's starting to get bearish. I mean, if this was a bull, if this was, you know, if this happened for us as bulls and you started doing this, a little bit bearish, right? A little bit bearish. You're in an ascending channel. You're kind of just grinding up. It just takes one more. All right, you've had multiple chances to break through. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 1, 2, 3. Usually on the 4th, break out. So maybe, maybe you hit right here, hit the top, come back, sayonara. All right, or you're just on it right now. And you're just gonna hit the 4th without. I like, for these channels, I like when an asset uses the top range to reject. You just get a little bit more oomph. A little bit more decisiveness. All right. So that's nice. Whoa. That's nice. That is nice. Whoa. But go get overbought. You've done it before where you go straight up. Go get overbought. You broke out. Go get overbought now. That's nice. That is actually nice. It's nice. So, next targets for sure are going to be, 17582. I do like this channel. I like how it's respecting the channel. All right. I wouldn't be surprised if you come up right here and then go. It wouldn't surprise me, but that's what I got for ACH. Definitely some good potential. I don't see the large, it's still a large move. What am I talking about? Come on, let's be real. I don't see the, what people probably want. I don't see the, it's a 10x and 15x, so, but something like that. Perfect, right up to that line. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I know it might not be exactly what people want. You might want to see ACH go up to, 30 cents, $1, 24 cents. All right, some YouTubers probably could be telling you $1, something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At first, unless this thing goes crazy, defies all laws, which, crypto likes to do, then you can get up and get higher. But until then, that's kind of what I got. I thank you for stopping by. If you're interested in the Discord, it is free. It's in the description down below. If you're interested in the Patreon, so you can request videos, Profit Labs and macro, outlooks on Fridays exclusive for members. And then, there's other perks. I'm not going to go through the whole list and bore you. So as always, I thank you for your time. Take it easy. Peace.